Here is a continuation of our fundamental of digital marketing. So if you have not watched the first video, kindly go and watch the previous video so that we can be on the same page. Now, on this particular today class, I'm going to show you the terminologies in digital marketing, because these are the things you don't know. Like I said in my previous video, the world is now crowded of a lot of digital marketers. There are a lot of noise out there, digital marketing, but so many people don't know the fundamentals of this digital marketing. I want to generate a lot of traffic, I want to do this, I want to do that, but some of us don't know how this is being calculated. Now look at impression. When you go to your YouTube, when you go to your Google to go and search for something, the things that pop into your eyes first, they are under adverts, they are called impression. Without clicking, you just see. And that is why you go to your YouTube and say you have 1 million impression, 200 impression, 300 impression. At the end of the day, number of reach will be 1. So which means that a lot of people came across your adverts, but they didn't do anything. They did not even click. They just check it like this. Okay, oh, Amazon sponsored by so MR. They just see your name and they just do or they just move to the next one. So this is called impression. Now what's now reach? Now, like I said, reach are the people, when they see your advert, they now click. You get it, now take them to your page. So this is reach. Right now this guy is going to see me as reach, like I said in the previous video. So now let's go to the next one, which is called views. Now views, it's always occur on YouTube and Twitter. When you post on YouTube and people view, so the first 30 seconds of your video count in view. So people don't know this. They just say I have 1 million views today, I have 3,000 views. How many of them watch it more than 30 seconds? It is always good, it's always good when they watch it to the end, but how many of them watch it for the first 30 seconds? How many of them watch the first 30 seconds? So these are the things that count. So you can't just say you have view. Now click, at the number of people that click on your post. So now look at it. CTR, VTR, traffic bounce rate, conversion, impression, the number of time your ad was being loaded. Can you see? Number of time your ad is being loaded is impression. Now it can be out of the viewpoint, counted as many as time as it appears. Do you get? The number of time you are seeing that ad is being calculated for that person that owns that ad. So viewable impression shows ad that mostly like to be seen by user. It said 50% of ad came into viewport. Show ad quality of impression for a partner. 40 to 80% is considered to be good. More than 90% are needed to be investigated. So by the time you are checking your data and you see that you have a view impression that is up to 40 to 80%, it is still okay. But by the time it's getting above 80%, YouTube or any platform you are using is going to need to investigate, because it is not possible. So 50% of ad came into viewport. So they are the ad that came into the viewport at that moment. So if you are someone that pay more attention on your SEO, you'll be able to know the real keyword to use, so that your ad will always come to the viewport. The number of your ad that enter into the viewport are called viewable impression. Now let me go to the next one where I explain details about the reach. Now reach are the number of users who the ad were rendered for. Reach is always equal or less than impression. For branded campaign and launch campaign, reach is an important metric. Can you see? If you are just launching a campaign today, if you are just launching a campaign, reach is very important in your metric. Now look at it. How do you calculate number of people that reach your How do you calculate the number of reach? So sometimes when you go to your YouTube, you see unique view, unique this, unique that. Now how do you now calculate the frequency? How do you calculate the number of people that how you calculate the number of your reach? Now the way to calculate the number of your reach is the number of impression over the unique users, the unique people that click your link. Now that is how you're gonna calculate it. YouTube is gonna give you the number of impression that you have, it's gonna give you the number of unique, and so on and so. So by the time you are able to get, then you divided it, then you get a percentage. So that is how it's being calculated. Reach is the number of users that are exposed to a piece of content. Impression, the number of time a piece of content was displayed. Number of times it is displayed, it is impression. Now click, it say whenever someone click on your heart, it is regardless as click. Say if they end up on the web, the one that land on web page is called traffic. Clicking on this heart has make me to be under reach. Now here, for me now getting to the site, it is now what? A traffic. So now let's go back. Say click are always less than impression. On average, 5 to 10 people click on Google Heart out of 100 impression. Yes, out of 100 impression, at least on average we have 5 to 10 people that will click on your heart, because what took them to that Google Heart is because they make a search about it. Like now I made a search about Amazon card, that is why it took me to that page. So that is how all these things work. You don't just say you are into digital marketing without knowing all these things. Now what is CTR? By the time you understand all these terminologies, it will be very easy for you to it's very easy for you to understand SEO. It's very easy for you to adjust your campaign whenever it's not doing well. It's very easy for you to optimize your post, your advert if it's not doing well. Now CTR is the click-through rate. This is the percentage of people that click on your ad. People that click on your ad. You say for 1,000 impression, if we reach 20 click. Now if you see 20 people that click on your ad and you have 1,000 impression, now how do you calculate the CTR, the number of people that click on your rate? CTR is being calculated by the number of click over your impression, which is 20 over impression, that is 2%. So that is how all these people calculate all these percentages you see on your post. You see a lot of percentage on your post. This is how they calculate it. Now we have higher CTR means higher engagement. If you have higher CTR, which means you have a lot of engagement, you say the more the better, but need to investigate if it's more than 50%. If you have more CTR than 50%, Facebook or YouTube is going to investigate. Maybe you are doing a kind of fraud on their page. They will know. Now let's go to views. Under the views, this happens in YouTube, like I said, and on Twitter. They say the impression is being calculated. Impression are not significant for video views. You say anyone who watched 30 seconds or watched to the end, it is count as view. The views number you see on your YouTube ad does not really count. The ones that watch it more than 30%, it is count as view. By the time you are going to be monetized and paid, these are the things you are going to use. So for Twitter, it is 2 seconds. Okay. Now VTR is view through rate. It's a percentage of impression that results to view. People that view, this one usually happen on Twitter and YouTube. So the VTR view through rate is being calculated. It's a percentage of impression that resulted to view. Is it for 1,000 impression? If 20 click, can you see? You say if 20 click. You say if 20 click. Can you see VTR percentage view over impression times 100? So this is how VTR show how engaging the first page of your video is. If your first video is not engaging, if you have if you let's assume you have higher VTR, by the time you are checking your results, you're checking your data, you are trying to check your back end of your post, the higher number of VTR that you have, it shows that your first page of your video has a very interesting and engaging intro. So they say that VTR of 10 to 20% is normal on YouTube. So if you have more than 20%, it is abnormal. That is when YouTube flag you that you have manipulated something that makes you have more than that. So they will investigate why you are having more than 20%. So now we have another terminology that is called bounce rate. Bounce rate is very bad, and it happens. It is happen. Now let me show you, let me tell you a bounce rate. They say percentage of user who went to your website, they pass through reach, they pass through impression, they pass through reach, they get to your page. Now look at it. I got to this page of this website, I didn't fill a form, I didn't purchase, then I do what? I cancel. It is called bounce rate. The users that went to your web and exit without doing anything, it said higher bounce rate is bad. It is very bad. Higher bounce, when you're having higher bounce rate on your web, it is very bad. It shows that there's something you are doing wrong on your website that you need to go and correct. So conversion, the same percentage of people who take a desired action on your website. It can be a lead form, it can be a lead form, fill, download, subscribe, purchase. So in this particular channel, I did a video on how you can create your landing page, how you can create your WP form where you can fill. So if you have not seen that video, please go and watch it. Can you see that I'm sharing a lot of values to you right now? So at this point, I'm going to stop here for today, and I'm hope to see you in the next video when I'm going to talk on performing marketing. And please don't forget to like this video so that other people can also see, so that other people can also watch and share with others. And if I've actually added value to you in this channel, I share a lot of videos on how you can make money online. So if you are interested in learning how to make money online and how to learn all the digital skills, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can learn more in my channel. So thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.